Senator Scott, who is a great friend and a great supporter of education reform.
Governor Jindal, Governor Bush, thank you for your leadership on the issue of education reform. Because what we're really talking about is not simply educational reform. We're talking about opportunity, access to opportunity for kids who've been stuck, mired in poverty for far too long. What we're talking about is humanizing the most important ingredient to success that we can talk about. And that, for me, is my own personal journey towards significance and success. I think about the fact that as a young student, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, by the time I was in fourth grade, I had gone to 4 different elementary schools. Well, whether it's well-intentioned or not, the fact of the matter is very difficult to fund the right school when the kid moves. The easiest way for us to create a system that is child-centric, that focuses first and foremost on the outcome of the student, is to make sure that the resources to provide the opportunity that America should give to every single individual happens by funding the student. Where the student goes, the money should follow. When that happens, I believe that the American dream becomes alive, it becomes wealth, and it's healthy for the average person, no matter where they start. For me, it was a long journey to find the path to education. I've learned along that journey that education is the key to freedom. And as I think about that fact, I think about the fact that now in Louisiana, because of the voucher program, 8,000 students, 91% of whom are minority students, will have a better chance to experience the fullness of the American dream. I think about the fact that 93% of the parents of these students are excited and pleased and about the opportunity being presented to them through the voucher program. So often we here in Washington will spend a lot of time talking about the symptoms, but not enough time talking about the foundation or the root system of those symptoms. We talk about the unemployment rate being too high, but we never drill down deep enough into the educational outcomes that seem to dictate what the unemployment rates will be. We think today in the African American community that the unemployment rate is around 14%. 14%. We ought to drill down far enough to see that the average student, according to the BLS, the average student who graduates from college has an unemployment rate between 4 and 5%. High school graduates, 12 to 14%. High school dropouts, nearer to 20%. So the question we should ask ourselves is, should we wait another decade or two so that the national system of education can create a national board for education and dictate how states should do what it is that they should do to improve the outcome of their students? Or should we drill down far enough so that we can make sure that those students today who are trapped in failing schools have an opportunity to experience their full potential by giving their parents more choices? Someone once said that when the parents have choices, the kids have a chance. And so what we see today happening in Louisiana is just that more parents will have greater choices so that their children will have better chances to make the decisions necessary, whether it's the college path, whether it's a path to become a great employee at a good company in a great state. I look at the success of economic development, and I think very quickly to the necessity of education. I've worked on the local level of government. I've been in the State House, and I will tell you that when we were recruiting companies in South Carolina, one of the questions that we always heard was, how's your education system? I'm not sure if you've heard that before. Yeah, I'm sure you've never heard that either.
Never came up.
But there is a consistent connection between the workforce of the future and the employers that will come to your states. And if we remind ourselves of the necessity of connecting those dots, I believe at the end of the day, we will have the most robust competition for future employers because of things and opportunities like the voucher system in the state of Louisiana, the success that Governor Bush has had in transforming the education system of Florida. And now, of course, I would be remiss not to speak about the fact that South Carolina as well is engaging in the process of making sure that more students have access and opportunities for a better education, because we believe that the cafeteria plan or the competition will produce better results for all kids.